And just for here, going back to a new Fairly Odd Parents video, and we are back with a new reviewing of my favorite Fairly Odd Parents episodes, and this is another one from season 5 that I enjoy. And yeah, it starts with Timmy asleep and Chester and AJ asleep. Mrs. Turner asleep, even Mr. Turner asleep at the wheel. Oh no. And yeah, they're on the road. And they end up going into this dangerous construction site with all these different things happening. Go into the air. See this giant Hulk-like creature trying to smash them. See this robotic ant trying to get them. And then this UFO trying to laser them. Like, jeez Louise. And then they go to this amusement park that they're heading to. And then we see Mr. Dinkelberg and his wife, and they actually get crushed. And it's just the beginning of the episode. And I already laugh. I just laugh so much when it comes to this. And it's just the beginning of the episode. Especially when seeing Mr. Turner asleep at the wheel and them just avoiding all these different hazards. And yeah, Timmy is wanting to ride this ride called the Heartstopper ride. And yeah, making you end up going into a hospital or an ambulance. And yeah, of course, Mr. Turner is like, we have to meet up around at 5 o'clock. And yeah, they just zoom away. And this guy and this girl get Mr. and Mrs. Turner, and they're like, we didn't lose our kid. And they're like, that's the password. And yeah, they get these drinks as well, and end up in this adult land as well. And adult land, a kidless adult paradise. Which, yeah, they think that this is really good for the parents. And of course, Timmy, Chester, and AJ can't go on the ride because they're not tall enough. Of course, it always has to be a tall restraint. And get to go on showing all these different rides, like the snail go round. And then it's a dull world. See the entrance and then the exit, which, yeah, that's a short heck ride. And yeah, we see Mrs. and Mr. Turner just still are having a great time, and they're like, Mrs. Turner is like, losing our kid doing her fingers, when they didn't lose their kid, of course, but you know, just doing her fingers up and down was the best thing that they happened. And Mr. Turner is like, we have a son. Yeah, I was saying losing our son, losing Timmy was the best thing that happened. And yeah, he's like, we have a son. Like, come on, Mr. Turner. And yeah, of course, AJ shows some calculating that they won't be able to get on the ride until at least 16 years old. And yeah, Chester got this tall kid kit. And yeah, they get taken away with this disguise. And they're like, again, they get also put into the adult land too, because they're mistaken for adults. And yeah, we see Cosmo and Wanda as different organs. And yeah, we see Timmy wishing that he was the height of a 16-year-old. And yeah, he looks like a 16-year-old. And yeah, everybody's is loving on Cosmo with his costume. But of course, nobody's liking on Wanda's. And a little girl says somebody of hers got that removed. And Cosmo's like, you can get removed? Yeah, I wouldn't know exactly that you would be able to get. I can't remember exactly what Wanda was, but yeah, Cosmo was like a kidney. I think it was a pancreas. I think Wanda was, and saying that you can get removed. And yeah, we see the mustache fall off of AJ when telling Mr. and Mrs. Turner that they had to pick up the kids at 5 o'clock, and Chester getting the mustache. And of course, they don't even question it. They look all sock-like. And yup, Timmy goes onto the Heartstopper and ride, and yup, sees Vicky. Of course, Vicky is there, and she falls for Timmy. And of course, she believes his name is Ga. And thinking he's a Ouijan supermodel as well. And yeah, having some scissors and cutting his belt as well, which having to hang on to her tight and get cleared, due to clear. And yeah, Timmy is of course running away from her and running into these mirrors and having to go to Cosmo and Wanda. And of course it's not Cosmo and Wanda. And yeah, we say this guy take a picture of Timmy, and then this girl wants this Ga calendar. Which, how could they, that is fast. Ga merchandise already being shipped out. And of course Vicky is like, stop flirting with him because he's mine. And then, yeah, signing the calendar and giving it to the girl. And yeah, we see these two guys working at the and they're like, did you hear? Ga's in the park. And yeah, they then realize Chester and AJ, of course. And these security guards are like, alright, time to go back up to the other one and find your kids. And they're of course like, no, please, no. And then, of course, when they're like, did we mention Ga is in the park? And yeah, they're all freaking out. Even Mr. and Mrs. Turner. And yeah, falling for Ga as well. They don't do they realize that that's their son? Do they realize that Ga is Mr. and Mrs. Turner's son? Of course, they don't believe it is. But that's pretty much what they're doing, falling for their own son. And yeah, Vicky has this net, still looking for Timmy. And yeah, Timmy finds Cosmo and Wanda and wanting to wish back to his normal self. But of course, yeah, after signing these kidney stones of Cosmo's, of course they can't do it out in the open. So they have to try to find somewhere where they won't be seen. And yeah, Vicky drags Timmy to this ride, this marriage go-round. And Timmy wants to go into the tunnel of love. And Chester and AJ are giving these action figures, dolls, if they promise not to say anything about Adultland. And yeah, Vicky is putting some lipstick on, getting ready to kiss Timmy. But yeah, since they go in a dark tunnel, they end up doing the wish and getting him back to his normal self. And tells Vicky where he went to Ouijan, back where God went. And yeah, she actually believes it and goes after him. And yeah, Mr. Turner is like, I can't believe we've missed God. And Mrs. Turner's like, I blame you. And yeah, Chester and AJ fall backward, just faint, after with the Ga action figure. And of course Timmy didn't learn anything about this, of what it seems. And of course, yeah, Wanda pops Cosmo. And of course, yeah, we see where Vicky is, but of course, yeah, Ga was not actually real, because obviously it was Timmy. And she said of how she lost her supermodel. And this guy's like, that's the password. And yeah, she goes down wherever this leads. That hole leads. And yeah, a good episode. I'd like to know what y'all think. Let me know in the comments below. Catch you next one.